trauma bonds. Got close off of battle scars. Equal pain, so we think it's equal game. Same team, but it's different hearts. Same goals, but it's different shots. Thought we was one and the same. Turns out you were just running me game. Should've known, but I couldn't guess it. It's a damn shame.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hoop MCs, brought to you by myself, Hassan, and my co-host, Nassim. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Hassan? How are you this week?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. We got a couple of things to talk about today. The more like recent news event is the NCAA tournament, specifically the Final Four. We got Gonzaga and Baylor heading to the national championship, but I kind of wanted to talk about those two matchups we saw yesterday.
One was unlike the other. I'll go ahead and say that.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate that the city of Houston got the shit end of the stick. But,
It's not surprising, to say the least.
Okay, so let's talk about Baylor and U of H first.
Okay.
So Baylor crushed the Cougars. I stopped caring, honestly. Probably midway in the first half, TBH.
Yeah, as soon as they went down by, I think, like 18 or 20.
Yeah.
And it just looked like Baylor was shutting them down completely. Like, I was like, yeah, it's over. They couldn't run a pick and roll at all without Baylor shutting it down.
Well, not even. They couldn't defend the pick and roll, and they couldn't run a pick and roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like, I think they built that lead. They built a double-digit lead, probably, like, with well over double-digit minutes left in the first half. Like, it sucked. But what?
What was that guy's name with the mullet?
Yeah. Man, that guy was just freaking tearing us, man. Like,
That's what started it all.
Yeah, I forgot his name. That's literally how I identified him, by the way, like the mullet boy.
I mean, I don't know what his actual name is.
It was just some Larry Bird out there just draining threes in our face.
God, dude.
Yeah. There was a guy named Butler. Mind you, we don't know college hoops. So there's a player on Butler named Butler. Apparently, I don't know if he's lottery bound or not. Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea. I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
The reason why...
Butler on Baylor?
Butler on Baylor. Yeah, I forgot it. I don't know his first name. Gerard Butler?
I think it's Jimmy.
Let me... I put Gerard Butler in Google, gave me Gerard Butler, the actor. Let me go ahead. Jared Butler. There you go.
I swear that's already an NBA player.
Yeah. It sounds like every single NBA player known to mankind. First team All-American this year. So, I mean, I don't know what he's projected. He's a sophomore. He averaged 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.5 steals. But he's a name to look after in the draft, though. I don't think he's going to be top 10, but he was nice yesterday.
There's one guy that I want. Okay? Cade Cunningham.
Well, you mentioned Cade Cunningham, player yesterday. Boom, transition game. Watch this, folks. There's another guy yesterday that showed that, hey, I could be a number one guy too. And that guy is Jalen Suggs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Dude, first of all, props to UCLA. Like, I thought they were going to get smashed before the game. Like,
yeah, I think you said it last week. You said they were going to get smashed.
Wait, on this episode?
I'm pretty sure we talked about it. You said they were going to get destroyed.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be fun to create a promo then. Yeah, but dang, dude, like, that was an insane game. Like, I didn't necessarily watch the whole game, but, like, I would check on the score periodically, and it was always, like, just them changing leads back and forth.
At the beginning, I wasn't, like, super interested in it because I think I was on the same boat as you. I was like, Gonzaga's just going to destroy them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they came to play, man, even though they had a heartbreaking loss, but still.
Man, I just wish that dude from UCLA, like, you know how he got called for a charge, right? In the fourth quarter, last shot. I wish he didn't take it in, dude. I wish he just kind of, like, drove, gave him a, like, a step back mid-range and tried to end the game that way. Yeah.
It's hard to play like hindsight Harry or whatever people want to call it. It's probably at the right time. It probably seemed like the right move for him. Well, I mean, but there's nothing you could do. I feel like the shot that ended up winning Gonzaga the game is like Damian Lillard's shot. Like he's just pulling from like 30, 35. No one's really thinking it's gonna go in, and it actually goes in.
Yeah. Jalen Suggs, like you said, pulled up from like 35, just banked in the game-winning three.
Yeah.
He had a good game yesterday. I think he finished with like 16.
Yeah.
He hit some big shots down the stretch of the fourth and, of course, that one. What do you think? Do you think that raises his draft stock? Or do you still think like... Okay, so right now, a lot of people have Evan Mobley going number 2. Do you think he surpasses Mobley and gets the number 2 pick at least? Or do you think like you've seen enough to put him as like a possible number 1?
Well, again, I'm not the most knowledgeable in college basketball, but I mean, I think it really comes down to living in the moment, like I always say.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in the moment of this. Like, he had a great play. He had 19 points, which is great, but, like, I don't think this game is going to necessarily take his draft stock to the next level. Like, put him at number 1 or anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, again, I'm not a huge college basketball guy, so I can't say for sure. I don't know.
You know, honestly, I'm exactly with you. Like, I don't know why I'm creating this, like, first take headline. Is he a number 1 pick?
Even though we both don't know.
I honestly just know that everybody is, like, googly-eyed over Cade Cunningham. One thing is about his size. Like, he's Luka Doncic-esque size. Like, 6'7", point guard. It's hard to pass that up. But I liked what I've seen from Suggs, honestly, from my YouTube clips and that buzzer beater.
That's a great scouting report by us.
Yeah, that's what I got. No, but like honestly, I'd be pumped to have Suggs if we fell to the number 3 spot or number 2 or whatever the case may be. But like he's a great fallback guy if we don't get Cade. Yeah.
But like you said, Cade Cunningham's build is he's just built different, you know?
He is.
No pun. Also is built different.
Yeah.
Should I transition into it?
Do it, man. I need 2 sick transitions this podcast episode.
Someone else who is built different is LeBron James, baby.
Yeah, yes, sir. The reason being is why are you saying this though?
Oh, he's just like physically built different.
Oh, okay.
And mentally, I guess, but like.
No, I just thought you were gonna go ahead and introduce the next topic, but.
Oh no! I just wanted to say he was built different.
Okay.
No, I didn't want to introduce that he made like the trailer for Space Jam 2 came out or anything. No, I didn't want to talk about that.
Well, since you mentioned it, I guess we can talk about it. Space Jam 2, I don't know if it came out yesterday or we just watched it yesterday.
It came out yesterday.
Came out yesterday? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what's your reaction to it?
I don't know, man. Okay, so my uncle asked me this because he's like a huge Lakers fan. Like, I think everything looks great. It's just so hard to envision LeBron being an actual good actor, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if... I feel like he's going to be corny, no offense, but I think the movie will be funny and fun.
Well, remember, Jordan was a bad actor in part 1, but...
Yeah.
Nobody's out there gonna watch the movie to see how well LeBron acts, but
that's true.
They have a baseline reference, right? Space Jam 1, or not 1, but the first Space Jam. I didn't kind of like it just because it looked very like digitized.
Yeah.
I guess I guess you have to digitize it because it's taking place like 30 years or whatever after the first one, but a friend of mine asked me like kind of like a topic or sort of like a what do you call those, a hot take, but why is LeBron always following the footsteps of Michael Jordan, in the sense of like, why did he want to create a sequel for Space Jam? Why couldn't he have created something different, or I don't know, something along those lines? What do you think of that? Do you think that LeBron is kind of his career has been dictated on following Michael Jordan's footsteps. True or false?
False. Well, I mean, other than the jersey number in the movie, I don't really see anything that LeBron did to make himself like Jordan. If that makes sense. And what's wrong with being like Jordan, the greatest of all time? Didn't LeBron say he looked up to Jordan?
He did.
Following your idol.
He did, but whenever you're a great player like LeBron and you want to kind of like build your own legacy and like you're in the conversation of GOAT, you know, doesn't it hurt you to always constantly mention Jordan or no?
No, because if I'm going down to the GOAT discussion, I'm not talking about LeBron following his footsteps to make a Space Jam movie. The jersey number has been something since he was drafted. I mean, I don't think you can hold that against him. But the Space Jam thing, I think, is a little reach, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, our friend's kind of stupid. No, I'm just kidding. If you're watching this, Ali, we appreciate the ideas that you give us, man.
This guy's rooting for the Jazz.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. He's always talking about the Jazz when we post something.
I don't know. But no, I think so. Apparently, Damian Lillard has like a role as a robot that I don't know if it's his teammate or his opponent, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though. That's for sure. Yeah.
It's gonna be funny, I think, just because seeing all the cameos like freaking Klay Thompson. I'm actually excited to see that.
Wait, Clay's in it?
Yeah, he was like the fire guy.
Oh shoot, that is gonna be cool.
Yeah, they got Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, and then the one WNBA player. I forgot her name.
But see, my thing is though, like, I think it would have been cool and different from Space Jam if he got those cameos where they're actually in the movie, not the animated, and they all like, you know how they play the Monstars, obviously, but like, LeBron is himself. He's not the animated version of himself in the movie. It would have been cool to have seen Dame. It would have been cool to have seen like Klay before his injury. I don't know when they filmed this, but like just those players actually playing against opponents.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool, honestly. I do agree. It probably is going to be a little too digitized, but I think that's honestly going to make up for the bad acting that's going to be in there and just to kind of modernize the movie.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But anyways, I'm planning on seeing it. When does it come out? Do you know?
It's either June or July, one of those 2 months. Starts with a J. That's all I got for you.
Let me see. Space Jam 2021. It's called Space Jam: A New Legacy. It's coming out July 16th, 2021. Nice. Yeah. Zendaya is Lola Bunny in the new Space Jam.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Now you know.
You saw that she did like the little do you wait till LeBron alley-oop or whatever?
Yeah.
Of course that happened.
But didn't he put it like between his legs or whatever?
Yeah, he did.
And when he caught it?
Different.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really all I got to say, or that's really all we got to talk about, I think, for this episode.
The NBA has been pretty slow, honestly. I feel like there's not been any developing storylines.
Embiid did return. That's one thing to talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's kind of impressive that I think the Sixers kind of are still number one with him being out.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, especially with home court advantage starting to open up. Like the Lakers are starting to allow fans.
Are they?
19th. Yeah, they're allowing like 25%, I think.
Oh,
so, I mean, it's only going to get more and more, and that's when home court advantage plays a bigger factor.
Yeah, with all these vaccines being administered, I think we're probably going to see a little bit more of a playoff environment come May.
I think that's going to excite things, but I also don't think it's going to change anything. I think the reason this season feels kind of like a drag is just because we all know what the crash course is. It's Lakers versus Nets. I don't really think anyone's stopping those two teams.
To be honest with you, I don't really see it a definitive Lakers versus Nets, just because LeBron and AD have been hurt, so maybe they haven't like found their rhythm. Because wasn't there like a report that like not too long ago, LeBron is like 3 to 4 weeks away. Like, the dude was wearing a boot.
Yeah,
You know?
Let me clear my. If they're all healthy, then yes, it's a crash course. But
Yeah.
there was a report, and the guy is in a boot. So who knows what's gonna happen with them?
I mean, Denver's playing really good basketball, right? Or did I make that up? Well, they're on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Phoenix is playing good basketball. The Clippers have been playing terribly. And the Lakers, they're just going to suck without LeBron and AD. But we know that's going to change once they're healthy. But, man, 2 through 6 is kind of, a rat race.
Yeah.
Not 2 through 6, 3 through 6. Suns built themselves a cushion, I think.
Yeah. I think in both conferences, from below the 3rd seed, it's just a dogfight.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Like Charlotte.
That's a pretty good. You're really good at this,
Hey, thanks. Nah, but like Charlotte, I mean, they had unfortunate injuries back to back with Hayward and LaMelo Ball. But I mean, they were 4th seed somehow. They were like 8th seed 2 days ago before that. So that's just showing how everything's interchanging.
Yeah. Is LaMelo gone for the season for sure?
I don't know if they're reevaluating him or what. I don't know if they've officially ruled him out. But Hayward's out 3 to 5 weeks. LaMelo, I think the initial indication was he's out for the season.
Man, Hayward can't stay healthy to save his life.
And they were working well together, the whole team, and Hayward was actually having a good season, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll probably end it here. We had a pretty good podcast episode talking about college hoops, Space Jam, giving a recap about the NBA. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in, as always. Why are you laughing?
No, I was doing the Goku symbol.
Oh, yeah. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter at HoopMCs. And if you're a video guy, a video podcast person, you can find us on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share our podcast episodes. Putting them out every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're an audio listener, you can find us on Spotify. Make sure you follow us on there, or Apple Podcasts. Subscribe. Leave a review. We appreciate it. Until then, I think we'll sign off. Nassim, got any last words?
Nope, same as always. We appreciate your support, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Trauma bonds, got close off of battle scars. Equal pain, so we think it's equal game. Same team, but it's different hearts. Same goals, but it's different shots. Thought we was winning the same. Turns out you were just running me game. Should've known, but I couldn't guess it. It's a damn shame.